Hey guys, this is Cruise Roy. I just wanted to do an update on two batteries for the Inspire 1. One's a TB49, 12,000 milliamp hours, 99.9 watt hours, 22.2 volts. And then you have the TB9000, which is a 6-cell battery with 22.2 volts and 204.8 watt hours. Here's the difference between the cell packs. This is a TB48, and these are the cells that came out of one. This is a full active live pack that I took a power head off of. As you can see, it's almost 2 1/3 packs in this 12,000. Now these are typically, I think, 5,400 milliamp hours. And if you notice, they call them a 6-cell, but theoretically they're not. I guess to make them more dependable and durable, it's 2 cells running in parallel to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells. But anyways, the story is that we want to talk about is it's bad enough the Inspire 1 batteries are really hard to get, and what I noticed on eBay, they're almost selling for $500 brand new. I would recommend to stay away from brand new batteries because they're not really brand new. DJI has stopped producing those about 4 years ago, so don't listen to anybody. They've been sitting on a shelf. They are brand new, but they're sitting on a shelf. But what happens is the power head can go into power failure or whatever, and if you can return them, that's great. But some people have been unlucky in returning them. But what happens is it's a brand new battery and it's gone below 30%. And if you're lucky and you know what you're doing, you can get it to recharge. But sometimes you can't. So these were the batteries floating around the internet that some people were building. You know, the people, I'm trying not to say any names because what happened is they heard about it and DJI took most of their LiPo packs off the I guess for sale. You could buy single packs, but anyways, I'm pretty sure that the TB9 is actually all Phantom 4 battery cells in here. If you can look inside, they're more of a square pack. So this is totally different than what you see, because here's a TB48 and there's the 12,000 milliamp. And if you notice that they're more, you know, of a square shape, and these are long rectangular. So from what I heard, these are actually the Phantom 4 battery packs, because they do, you know, all the technology for DJI, they have to stay with DJI batteries, because you really can't piggyback batteries and get any power out of them. So the TB49 is just a big giant pack. Right now I'm in storage. You know, it's got these little clips, and this isn't no 3D printed case. They actually made these parts out of plastic, and you can see it's glued on the top. I haven't cracked it open to take a peek yet, and you can see some of the wiring inside the pack that was done. And it's basically like the pack I did, that you could use any LiPo, but the problem is you need a high voltage LiPo, and they got to be the correct voltage per cell and all this crap, because DJI has scientifically designed their PCB boards, and it's like a battery brain, so it's very difficult to produce your own batteries. Unfortunately, no one I know yet has figured any of this out. The TB900 or 90, I called it myself, but this one here is from another guy. It's a different guy. It's not the same guy that makes the 12,000. But what they did is they took a power head, they modified it, they soldered it inside. I mean, one of these days I'll take it apart. This here was just kind of some cheaply made decal. As you can see, I can take it right off, and if you look back here again with the cells, there's no way that these cells are the same as these, but yet they work. It's all in the BMS in here, and everybody has coded them. So this one here, I know it's still a 6-cell battery. I just don't know how many cells are in there typically. I can't see through the foil in here. This one's in storage too. I'm gonna get back into flying them. It's just been cool out. You know, this one here is kind of like, you know, I made it in my backyard, but it works. And that's all I can say. But like I said, no one on the forums in the US or anything, nobody's come up with a really good idea, and it would really be nice to try to find these batteries and try to make our own batteries, because the Inspire 1 is still a pretty good bird, and this battery here makes the Inspire 1 fly just as long as the Inspire 2 without paying $5 grand for an Inspire. And that's what DJI is afraid of that. Just want to peel off this label. I've had it out before, kind of hunting around. If you notice these Powerheads, you notice the little red dot? That's in your cell phone. If the Powerhead gets wet, it fails. But yet, these guys take these and they reuse them. So that doesn't mean it actually failed. It does mean that it put this cell pack into a power failure or something. And somebody got in here and soldered a few wires here and there, and they reset the power head, or power failure is what you want to call it, I guess. But it's pretty interesting how they do it. Let me put my instructions back in there. I don't understand it because it's not in English, but it's there. And like I said, as for this one too, you're talking, you know, they put a lot of time in this. People complain about the cost of this battery, but you know, it's a good plastic construction. It's kind of odd shape to fit in the Inspire 1. It kind of sits like that. It's got these little extra clips. They give you extra ones just in case you lose them. That's what holds it in place. There is another big drone out there by DJI, and it seems similar. This big pack. So I don't know if they're actually just using this pack. And what's funny is they printed these labels up, the fake labels. You know what I mean? So, but it's got the instructions on it. But it's all pretty much a fake aftermarket battery. So, problem is, I'm sorry guys, I've been asked a zillion times where we can find these, and you can't right now. As of now, these cells, you can't find them. Somebody's rebuilding these packs. Like I said, this one's live. I just keep it aside for fun. What happened was I took the power head off and I touched the wrong wire and blew the power head. Where technically I don't think they blow up. They just kind of, you do a power failure to it and you can recover it if you know what you're doing. But that's all I wanted to say to you guys. This is Cruise Roy. Little discussion about the TB49 and the TB90, and I'm out of here.